Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Programming with Mohammed. Um, well, last few months I was on holiday, so I wasn't in front of a computer. So today we'll start a new tutorial, which will be we will learn the Django authentications. In here, we will do the login, logout, how to do it, password change, password reset, though I did all of this stuff, with my the Django Basic to Advanced series, and also I have done the same thing in the REST API, how to do the Django, so you can watch those two tutorials, but I just want to do one separate session, for just how to do login, logouts, and password change and password reset, all this stuff, So to do this, just need the basic knowledge of Python and the working knowledge of Django, I know you guys where I had the knowledge of Pythons and Django, and obviously the recent version of Python installed on your device. And so to doing while we're doing our tutorials, we will do install the virtual environment and the create virtual environment, how to do it, activate, how to activate the virtual environment and deactivate the virtual environment. And then once you will install the virtual environment, and create the virtual environment, inside the virtual environment, we'll install the Django, then create the projects and create the apps, guys, how to do all this, but I mean, if you don't know, please keep watching. And we'll also install the crispy form third-party library, along with the bootstrap, to do this. But there's the built-in, the Django has their, login, logout, and all the stuff form, but we will try to do this third-party, just to get another skill, how to do it, and so the objective of this tutorial is for you guys, to learn the Django authentications, how you can do for your project, login, logout, if you want to do password change, password reset, all this stuff, I have full detailed step by step. I've done the Python Basic to Advanced series, and then the objective obviously of your progress, your career, you can get more confidence, if you go to job, if you land a job, you can do it quickly, and the objective, another objective is to learn new skills and create awesome stuff, the more you will create, the more you will know that you can create awesome stuff, this is I believe it, and the requirements for this tutorial is obviously you need the computers, either laptops or mobile device to listen, and has to be online connections, on your available time, and the more practice you will do, the more confidence you'll get, and for do this, I just follow original documentation of the Django, and so you guys need the Stack Overflow. If you get stuck, how to do it, you can get a search, you can plenty of stuff, how to do it, and I'll put all my stuff in there, my programming with Mohammed .blogspot.com, you'll find all the stuff there as well, and obviously in the GitHub as well. I'll do you can contact me, the email address here, I have a Twitter page and Facebook and YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/c/programming-with-mohammed. And finally, my resource page, obviously here my blogspot, and there's github.com programming with Mohammed, and obviously the YouTube channel, you can find all this stuff, So thank you for listening and joining with me. So let's get started, so please guys, like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Okay, now guys, in this tutorial we will learn how to easily add a complete authentication system to your any Django applications. Obviously you need a login, logout, and password change and reset password, and if you need it, you can add other functionality, as need necessary, as requirement arise, so even though I have I did earlier the complete authentication systems with my for when I did for Django Basic to Advanced tutorial, the Django Basic to Advanced tutorials. In that course, we have quite lengthy, with donations and every single spits, I have shown you, like, how to do this, like, but that was the part of project, like, but if you can do that part, like, you will learn quite a lot, like, which is the basic to advanced tutorials. And also I've done, like, in here the REST framework as well, like, but some guys, like, asking me, like, to to done a separate video, like, so I'm just going to give you some overview and quick tips, like, how you can do it, like, without putting a lot of energy, like, and more time. So what we'll do, like, first, to do this, to start now, so we'll go to first, we'll go to terminal, and we'll check whether the Python is installed or not. Okay, so one more thing, guys, like, when you open the terminal from the VS Code, like, I'm using the VS Code, like, you can use Atoms or other editor, like, to write your code, like, but you can see this is a PowerShell, like, if you open the PowerShell, you can install some things, like, but you cannot create the virtual environment, like, so the best thing would be to change it, like, from down arrow key and select the command from there, and then delete this one on the side. And what we'll do, we'll just going to open this Horizon Explorer so you can see exactly what's going on there. I'm just going to make it small, bit bigger so that you can see what I'm writing. So just write Python dash dash version and press enter. I'm just doing everything on a Windows laptop, like, so for the Mac will be the different command, like, this is the versions available in the globally in my system, like, in my device. So so you have Python installed, like, so if you don't have installed Python, like, you can download from the Python documentations, like, Python main website. Excuse me. Next, what we'll do, we'll just create one directory, and inside the directory we'll do our project, like, so let's say we'll create the Django application. Okay, now if you go to Explorer in here, and it's going to open the folder, that folder. Excuse me. It'll be handy, like, you can see what exactly inside that folder going on, like, so inside that folder, there's nothing there, like, it's empty. Okay, 0 byte. So the next what we'll do, we'll install the virtual environment. You see, the virtual environment is very important for doing a project, like, the reason is that, like, if you install is globally some package or third-party package, it's going to interfere with the other package and stuff, like, so think about the virtual environment as a box. Inside the box you will install, you will create your project and everything, so it will not interfere with the globally, like, so I've already installed the virtual environment, like, so I mean, I'll show you how to do it, like, so pip install virtual env. So if you write that command, it will show you, like, if it's not installed, it will install. If it's installed, it will show you, like, I have already satisfied these requirements, like, now, guys, as you can see, the requirements already satisfied, so I've already installed the virtual environment. So if you install newly, you will see a lot of things happening, like, so next what we'll do, we have installed the virtual environment. Next we will create the virtual environment, like, so to create the virtual environment, that is the command you're gonna write python -m virtual env and the name of the virtual environment. So give the name of the virtual environment, let's say login logout env, or whatever up to you, like, you can give any name, like, whatever. I'll give a small name, okay. So we have created the virtual environment. Next we will activate the virtual environment. Okay, so to activate the virtual environment, the system is a bit slow, like I don't know what's going on. Come on. So as you can see here, I've created the virtual environment in here. You see, okay, finally it's came in now. So just going to clear small with the screen. Next we just create the virtual environment. Next we will activate the virtual environment. So activate the virtual environment, what we need to do, just write in the name of the virtual environment, which is the Django env. So the env, and then write / scripts / deactivate. So the proof is that your virtual environment is activated in this before the command prompt, like that there will be a name of the virtual environment with the first bracket, like so this is now we have our activated the virtual environment. Next we will install our Django. Okay, so in case if you want to deactivate the virtual environment, a very easy command, like just go up arrow key and just write dot bat file and just write in front of it deactivate. So that's you can see there's no the name of the virtual environment before that, like so to activate again, just go up arrow key and then select that command and press enter. Then we'll be activate the virtual environment. Now it's activated. Okay, so now what we'll do next, we'll install the Django. So go pip install Django. So that Django will install inside that virtual environment. It's not going to install like globally. So this is the benefit of creating the virtual environment, because maybe the Django I'm using the current version, will install probably in the globally it may be different version, so it will interfere with the globally, so that's the best thing would be create the virtual environment and install different package, so that will not clash with you globally. This is the main benefit, using, so you can create as many as virtual environment and you can create as many as project, and there will be no clash with the globally, for your final package, main package. So now we have installed the virtual environment, successfully installed, so next we'll create our project, to create our project, so write it down, Django admin start project and give the name of the project, let's say logout. Okay, the project name came in here, login logout. This is the virtual environment. This is the login logout, name of the project. So as you can see, there was two folders inside the login logout and the login logout folder, and inside that folder there's all the files here. To avoid this, what I'll do, I'm going to show you the clever way. Let's delete this first. Delete this one. Okay, and we'll go for that command again and just go space and one dot. That will avoid creating the two folder. Now this came in here, all the files in here, I've explained what is all the files on my basic to advanced Django series, and so we have created the project. In this tutorials we're going to add one third-party package, with the third-party package we'll use for different sort of style and form, so just install crispy forms. Okay, so we're going to install that package, so that package will install inside that virtual environment, okay. So I'm just going to open the setting file. Okay, inside the setting files we're going to add that crispy form. Okay, make it small, very smaller here. So if you go down, these are the install app, like all the apps, install apps, so we're going to write that crispy forms as well. You see the installing now. So I'm just going to add here crispy forms. I'm just going to give it smaller space so that we know exactly what we are adding here. Okay, this is anything, anytime you install anything, you have to add in here in the install apps, for inside the project setting files, otherwise the Django will not aware of that, what you have installed. Next we will so to work on the crispy forms, you also need a bootstrap, so we're going to get a bootstrap as well, so a couple of ways we can add to your project, so what we'll do, we're just going to first bootstrap. Okay, where is the bootstrap? Let's go there. Bootstrap, go to that link. If you want, you can use a specific version, the current version is, let's see which was the available current version. So the current version, as you can see, available version 5.2, so this is here included by CDN, so you can just copy that link, and you can paste your HTML file, that will do as well. But we need to tell the Django as well, that we are using the bootstrap as well. So to do this, so just write it down that in here, that template that will use the bootstrap. Okay, stop. So let's say we just give it a version 4, for typing. And so next we created the project. Next we will create the apps, so the apps and project, two different things, for the Django application you have to first create the project, then you have to create the apps, inside the project there can be a number of apps, we're telling them Python manage.py start. I'll give the name of the apps. That's an account, accounts will deal with the login and log out and all the password change and password reset and everything, so press enter. So the manage.py file is, which is another management script for Django that exists in your root project folder. This is the one, and it provides a nice wrapper for the most used Django management commands, so if you want to management command, you have to use the manage.py file. As you can see here, it's creating still, so it will appear in here, the apps here. So this is our the directory, and inside the directory this is the virtual environment, this is our project name of the project, and now we are creating the apps, so the apps will appear in here, accounts here, and inside the accounts of there's a number of files as well, I've explained all of them, what they do, in the basic advanced series as well, so next we have to again telling the setting files, the project setting files that I have created the accounts apps, so let's write it down. Account, and save the file. Right. So So we are pretty much ready to run our server. So to run the server, like, what you can do, just to write py migrate. So you can create your database and run your Django development server using the following commands, which will be the python manage the py migrate and then python manage the py run server. Okay, so once you manage the py, the migrate you'll run, it will create the database, like, you'll see the SQLite 3, like, which will be very small database for the development purpose, like, you see here db.sqlite, like, this is what it's creating, like, but we don't record the moment all the tables and all that stuff, like, but I have shown you, like, everything in my two of the series, like, the REST API and Django basically advanced series as well. Excuse me. So we've created the database and everything. Next we will run our server. So just go OK, and then python manager file run server. If everything goes well, like, it will show you that your install everything went successful, like, you can run your applications and everything. Okay, everything went well, like, so go that link, and as you can see, if we just go to that link, excuse me, 127 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. This is the default port, like, 8000. So as you can see, the title bar, the install worked successfully. That means whatever we have done, everything went very well, everything was right, everything was perfect, like, so next we will start other login, logout, and password change, reset password, and all this stuff, like, okay, it will show you in here as well, like, what's going through, like, and everything. The servers are running, the Django has comes to default, like, a server, you don't have to install separately, like, the server. So everything went well, perfect. So next what we'll do, the auth application is a built-in authentication system in Django, which allow us, like, for as a developer, to add authentication to our applications without reinventing the wheel, trying to implement the base functionality from scratch, like, we don't have to do it, like, so these are the functionality is available Django is giving us, like, so login via the login view, and logout, password reset, password change, everything is, these are the functions, like, class, like, was already created, like, so we're going to use those one to do our stuff, like, okay. So to do all of these, like, we only need to provide the templates to implement these functions in our applications, like, so for registering user, you need to create your view and template, like, for login, logout, everything, you need to get a view and you need to create the templates, like, but that's the auth application is already installed in here, as you can see. Go on top, setting files, this is already, you see, onto the auth. These are the apps already installed, like, so these apps is providing us all the functionality, like, now we just need to do, we'll create inside the account apps one URL file. So just new file, Wi-Fi. So then we're going to put our link, all the URLs in here. So let's write it down. First we'll import some package, like, from contrib.auth, and import. Next, it's giving this sort of a result from source. Okay, next, we'll URLs import Repath, not repath. Oh gosh. Right. And so next we will put method. We put our link in here, okay. So first we put the login, okay. Path. Login / import. That should give me the login view, okay. As you can see, here is the function there. Plus login view dot as view. This is the method I'm going to use. Name to login. Just give different names, but login makes sense, like, you know. So save the file. So we simply use the as view method of login view to return a callback object, so that that can be assigned as a view function to the path functions, you know. So we are using that method. It's coming from login class method, login class, like, you know, that method is coming, and that will we are doing the class based, like, not function based, like, you know. So login view is a class based, so, and it will return a callback object to the path function, like, you know. Now next we have to provide the templates. So if I write it down all the templates, like, you know, for the HTML code, it'll take quite a long time, like, you know, and it will time consuming for me as well. So I'm just going to, I wrote earlier, like, you know, so just going to copy and paste those and I'll explain what I've done in here, like, you know, so it'll be easier. So before do that, like, you know, I have to create one template in the base folder, right? Templates. So the templates will create one file, which will be the base.html, right? And this was earlier here, so just these, and it's in here, right? Save the file. So in here, as you can see, like, we first import the both of here for, like, you know, from the CDN, like, you know, that's I've showed you earlier, like, you know. So from there you can, so you find the different versions in the bottom. You go to in here, just the 4 versions in here, like, you know, so you can easily. So there, and then we then create a container which is in div, like, you know, which I hope you are familiar with all the CSS and HTML tag, like, you know. And there you put the title, like, you know, you can put the title anything, like Django Authentication examples or Django logout example. And these are the basically different HTMLs and CSS tag, like, you know, to make the page more nicer, like, you know. Excuse me. So the main, inside the main block where Django render the other parts of our templates, like, you know. So next we have, this is our base HTML, like, yeah. So next we will create another folder inside the template. Excuse me. Give the name of the, let's say, the registration. Inside the registrations we will create a number of HTML file which will basically consider the templates, like so just keep the name login.html. Okay, and same goes. I'm just going to write it down, all this stuff right now. So just going to write it down, this in here. Now this is the email base accounts. Okay, I'm just going to write it down again. So just in here, basically we just extend the base to the HTML. That this is the tag, like for Django, like we extend the base HTML, and we also load the crispy form tags, like which we earlier installed, like on top of the package, like and this is where the block main start, like these are the CSS and HTML tag, like bootstrap tag, like card body that log into your accounts, and these are the tokens, like we are posting the method, the post, like to the database, like to post method we are using. And this is the basically type button, type an end block, like the starting from here, block main, and here is the end block, like so save these. Let's stop our server. Okay, stop our server, this control C will stop, like so the next we will create our super user so that we can test our login view and everything, like so to create the super user, so the python .py super user, this is the command, like you need to use. Spelling mistake, like th in python create super user. It will ask you like username and password, like okay, it's asking me, like to leave the blank to use the mjsh. Okay, so email address, whatever email address you want to use, just be what we are programming. Remember the 21 .com and password. I like it. Okay, I like it. Okay, it's saying like the password is too short, it must contain at least 8 numbers, but you want to, if you want to bypass the validation, like then cares about it, yes. Okay, so we created successfully like our super user, like now we'll run our server again to check, like whether or everything is working, like but before do this, like we want to add one more thing, which will be the logout, like also URLs we're going to use. So path logout views dot view as the logout view. Okay, this is the one class we're going to use as view, this method we're going to use as view, and the name is logout. Alright, right, the two link we have used, and so we'll create inside the templates another logout HTML page. Okay, so new file, okay, will be logged out. I'm going to put those code. I'm going to put all the code and everything to the GitHub, like, so you can fork from there and you can work from there as well, like, all right. So the same, like, we extend the base.html and we start the block main, and with the end block, like, we're just going to saying that you're logged out. If you want to log in again, just got that URL, like, this is the you have to write down this, like, for any link, like, HTML, like, add tag and the href, and these are the special character, like, for Django you have to do this, like, right, and save everything. Next, what we'll do is to do reset the password, like, you need a couple of things, like, we need to use number of class functions, like, the password reset view, password reset done view, password reset confirm view, password reset complete view. So these are the four. Let me just show you in here. This. These four we have to use this password reset view, password reset done view, password reset confirm view, password reset complete view. Those we have to, we can evaluate or use it to reset their password using those views, like, and these are already written already by Django, so you don't have to write it again from scratch, like, so to use this, like, you have to create our URL, like, all of the URL here. So we go in here and then write path password reset with a / same views dot password reset view. Okay, views. Okay, dot password reset and password reset view. This views dot s view should give us the hints here. Come on, as view method, and the next will just the name is password reset. Okay, it's very easy, straightforward. Not a rocket science, like, you can, everyone can do it, like, so the next we'll click on the link to be password reset done. Okay, reset done. Go to the news dot, which will be password reset done view. The password reset confirm done view dot as view method, then equal to password reset done. Next we will do password reset the password, so the password should be the reset part. User ID BB64. I'm taking the token now. Okay, is it the reset not to be, as I said, user ID DB64 token. That's right. Okay, next will be use dot comma here, then it will give us a hint password reset confirm view. view method equal to password reset confirm. My daughter just wake up, like, she's just talking on. Right. Next, what's left? We should complete view. Okay, this is the method. Okay, so view reset done. Is dot. So reset complete. We done password reset confirm view. Password reset done view. Password reset view. Complete view. That's the one. This is the method we need to use. And this is this class, so we can use that method as view from that class. And the name would be password reset complete. This is our template name, okay? So we create those password reset form. We need to create a file. It's a file. Excuse me. Form HTML. I'm going to use that. Same thing, guys, but a hard thing to understand. We're just going to extend the base HTML file, and then we'll also load the crispy prompt tags and starting the main block in here. And this is the whole tag for the bootstrap, like, and then you can reset your password. Give you the screen, and we're using the post method, like, and this is the token for database purpose, for the security, like, this for tokens, and then there'll be submit. The same way you can put your password reset confirm HTML, password reset done HTML, password reset email HTML, password reset complete HTML. These are the all. So the best thing would be, it will take quite a long time to write all of them, like, I leave it with you, like, guys, for the challenge, like, can you do it, like, or you can follow my basic to advanced Python series there, like, Python outside the Django series, like, where I wrote all the code over there, like, so you can follow those code, like, but so we've logged out, logged in, password reset form. We need to create all the HTML form. Okay, so next for reset complete HTML and password reset complete. Form down this. This is confirm. Let's see, copy it again. So let's need to rename these. Okay, just to rename instead of complete we have done. So we need to confirm. Complete confirm form. Reset done as well. Okay, password reset done. Copy paste. Rename. Reset. Right. So another one. Let's see. Next will be password reset email HTML. Okay. Email. There 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Altogether 8. Is anything else? So we have the password reset form, password reset email, password reset done, password reset confirm, password reset complete. Okay, password change form. Password change form. Same thing, guys. Okay, not a big deal. Password change form, password reset complete. Just extend the base HTML. I'm just going to one thing to get from here. We have to load this in here. Password reset complete. It's okay. Read and password reset confirm. So you can guys write it down those HTML tag, like HTML template, like it's not a big deal, like password reset done. Oh, this is password reset email. We're just going to write some text on here, like that you're going to change. I'm telling like it will be the screen, like on the in here. Okay. Hello there, you are here to reset your password for the email address. You'll show the email, which email you want to follow the link below, like that will give you the URL, like so you can press that link and it will take you to that web page, like and once again, in case you forget your username, it is in here. It will show your name, the user, whichever the username you are logged in, and then it's small bit message, like so you can change the format like if you want. And what else left? Password reset form we have there. There, pretty much all done there. A couple of things you need to add to the setting files as well. Okay. So where is our URL? This is the templates all done. They will also have added password, login, logout, password reset. All need to use the password change path. Okay. Next, really was the password change down view and password change view. These are two class, like we need to get them. Change dot change view. Let the method as view with the name of the template till the password change. last one. Password change done. So reviews dot password change done view. Dot add view. Work so faster, like one gives the hints, so just name. It's done tasted to register a user in a Django application. So Django built-in auth application doesn't provide ready view functions or class-based view, so you need to provide your own custom implementation. I have done that in my basic to advanced Django series, how to register the user, but you can register a user through the admin panel, but admin can create the user, but for the new user, through your application, they have to register, so this is another, I might create another separate application or separate tutorial, how you can do the register user, and so we have done our URLs, all the URLs. Is there anything left? URLs. Login, logout, password change. Login, logout, password change done. Password reset done. Password reset done. Okay, pretty much we are set. So this is what we set the URLs for our apps URLs, but we have to telling to the our project, project URLs, where the project URLs this login logout project, and we have to tell that URLs, we have added those URLs, so to do this, it's very simple, straightforward. We just need to add include another package, and in here that the apps here, don't you want this account / and then we are going to include those for you in this accounts.url. Now the project knows apps URLs in here. We're able to connect them, so one more thing you need to do, a couple of things in our setting file. I want to show you, once the users log in, where they will go, so they have to go for some page, so we're going to redirect them to the, let's say we'll redirect to the admin page, and we will set the emails as well, so this is our setting file. Now in here, I'm just going to add static URL list. We're just going to add here login redirect directory URL. To pass into admin page. Sorry. Okay. But you can pass through the home page, as we don't have create the home HTML template, like, so you're just passing to the by default, like, admin page. You can, it's up to you, like, you can log in direct, like, where exactly when the user will log in, where they will land it, like, and the same goes with the when the user log out, where they will land it, like, so you can write it down, log out directly, or, like, where exactly they will land, like, and one more thing, we need to do a bit of email stuff, like, when the password is reset. So these are the things, like, you just need to put it in here. With this email backend, like, if you get the Django core mail backend console, and the console means here, it will show email backend, like, the message I wrote, like, and email host, like, gmail.com, email port 587, email use DLS true, the name of your user email. This is what my email, like, and you can put your password, like, put this empty, like, for a while. Yeah. We'll run our server again. You can create user, you can migrate Python run server. Everything goes well, like, whatever you've done is very simple, like, very straightforward, nothing majors critical, like, it's very simple, like, but still, if you guys are unsure what we have done, like, you can follow my basic to advanced Django series, like, you'll be able to grasp a lot of the concept, like, and here I've just created a separate, like, login, log out, password change, password reset, all this stuff, like, but we'll see. So everything so far working perfect, like, no issues whatsoever. So just go to there, and if you go to set the account dot login, and if you find while you are doing different arrows, like, then jump to that arrows, like, what exactly is saying, like, it's saying template does not exist, like, something going on, like, so we need to fix that, like, so this is the best way to learn, like, what's it saying, like, accounts is login HTML says template does not exist. Okay, so we need to fix that, like, so obviously there's something wrong I have done, like, so login, log out, accounts. Template does not exist. Registration. It's not a big deal, like, we fix that, don't worry. Now, as you see, it's saying, like, templates did not find, like, the reason it did not find, I didn't add, like, the where exactly the templates will be there, like, so I have to put the path there, and so, like, so it will be base directory, and the name of the template, okay, MPLATES templates. Save these. Now the server will run again. Okay, go back to the page now. We were trying to. No, it's found it. Okay, so the Django authentication example. So we just put the username. Remember the username was MJACH, like, this is my username. I can show you. That's right. So I can show you. It's in the command prompt. Was there, like, anyway. So in the password here, I put it I like it. Okay. So if you just log in, so when you log in, the user will land it to the admin page. This is where I put it in here. I'll show you there, guys. You see the get admin, like, the URL redirect. Come on, where is it? You see login redirect URL to the admin page. So once the user will log in, he or she will go to the admin page, but you can set the home page or other different page, like, login direct. But as I did not create the home page, like, so I just landed to the admin page, like, and in the server you can see everything what is happening here, like, so it's going to the admin page and everything. 200 means is found. Okay, now this is the landed page, like, um, from here, as I said, like earlier, that you can create the user, you can create the groups and everything, like, from the admin panel. And you see my username MJCH, like, this was username and password, right? And so you can log out from here. You can change password here from the admin panel as well, like, so just go to logout. So the Django authentication example, remember this is the template. If we go to the template here, templates, and if you go to the registration and this, and you are logged out, login again, and the base HTML, if you go to the base HTML page, it says that the Django authentication example, so it's taken from there, and it's saying that the Django authentication example, you are logged out, login again. Okay, so it's saying you are logged out, you are logged again. So this is what's happening in here, like, so if you go to again, it will take to, you see the accounts.login, and accounts.login means here you see that you have set the URL in here. Those URL. Now this is the main application URLs here. That login page is going, like, but accounts is here, like, the reasons if you go to the project URL, like, we have added the paths, like, accounts, then the login, like, and we have included all the accounts URLs in the main project URLs page, like, look at it. So this is where we're showing, like, accounts /login, and you can log in again, like, if you go back to the accounts, let's say password change, password change, so it will ask me, like, to log in again, to change your password. So username MJACH and password I like it. I like it, and then login. Then it will take to that page to change your password. Look at this, like, the account's password change. When I went to that link, it's asking me to log in, and then from there it will, at the same time, you can see what the server is happening here, what the server is doing. here, you see. So now that form is came, and I'm asking you that put your old password. I like it, and the new password. Listen, you like it. Like it. New password confirm. Yeah, you like it. Change password. And it will give you the confirmation password has been changed. It should, like, now password change done. You see, password change done. So that's, so there should be a password change successful. Your password was changed. Like, this is the message is giving, like, so you can go back to home page, like, from there. But I want to the reset. Want to show you the reset, like, so password reset. So if you want to go that link, that URL, it will give you the options to put your email address, and in the console it will give you the message, like, password reset. You'll see in the console, the message, like, just put my email, which was BRODRAMMI programming 21 at gmail.com. Reset. To show the password reset going to done. You see there, the message is giving, like, just going to small bit up so that you can see what the message was given. You see, from the webmaster localhost is going to that email, and these are the, remember the URL, like, hello there, you can grab that link, like, but once again, thanks for the donation. This is the username, you see. Once again, in case if you forget the username, it is a MJSEH. Like, if you go back to that email template, password reset email, this is what it's showing in here. Just going to make it a bit smaller. I just make small bit small so they can see everything. This is the link here, password reset confirm, and this is the username in here is showing, and this is the URL is giving as well, like, so this that text is showing in here the console, like, basically. And I did not set the password for my email, like, in here in the setting file, or the setting file. I did not set my password in here. You guys can set password, like, probably it will take, it'll send the email to you, but you'll find a proper way to doing all of these, like, but down Django basic to advanced series, like, I have done quite extensively all the details, nitty-gritty, like, putting together everything, like, but here I'm just going to show you guys, like, for separately, like, how you can do login, log out, and change password reset, how to set up all the templates and all this stuff, like, how you can use those pre-built class and methods and everything, like, and so this is how you can do, like, so it's giving me password reset done, giving the message, like, so if you go to again login, so it will ask you, remember we changed our password, like, so go to login. Initially our password was I like it, now we have changed to we like it, like, so MJCH, and go to the you like it, and we'll, because we change our password, so it will take to the admin panel, like, So it's going to the admin panel, the post. I was getting the admin panels and getting all the stuff, like, this is where we have done. So I hope you guys, like, at least some of the concept you grasp from this tutorial, like, you have learned a small bit of nitty gritty, like, how you can install, how you can create, and how you can all of this stuff, like, but the more you will do, the more quicker you can do everything, more ideas will generate, more way you can implement your project, like, so guys, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, like, and so if you, obviously, I might made some mistake, like, I'm not a superhuman or anything, like, but I hope you guys can respond me on a comment, like, if I have done something wrong, like, or if you guys have a different ideas, like, please share with me, like, I hope you guys can like and share and subscribe my channels, which will give me more encouragement to get more awesome content, like, whenever I get a time, like, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, thank you so much for listening and joining this tutorial. Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.